Day 551, 22 for 22. Good morning. I hope this finds you well. Please stay in your fight and do not quit. All right, so what I'm about to embark on here is at least a 3-part series. And it's going to be, I hope, helpful. Hopefully motivational, and hopefully get some people off the edge of the cliff. I'm hoping, I'm praying, and hope's a big thing. Have some. It's good for you. There are your type A personalities, your type B, the quick, the dead. You can come up with so many different types of people that are around, but it comes down to, honestly, to me, I haven't found any more important than these three. You have victim, you have survivor, and then you have the thriver. And this has to deal with what we are as people. We are, as I've said 100 times at least, we are the sum of all our experiences. Some of it's heavier than others. Some of us need to have some stronger backs and stronger legs because the weight we're carrying is pretty heavy. And that's not a knock. That's just simple truth. Now, being the victim, you're never going to get better. You're just not, because everything that happens to you is a woe is me, and you kind of, for lack of a better word, the victim kind of likes it, the attention, the help that it does bring, and the sympathy and everything else that has to do with whatever they're being victimized for. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's not good either, because you never get past that victim stage. You stay in that victim stage, and it just never seems to get better. But one will stick in there. And I'm saying you, and I don't mean you, because I'm not talking to anybody directly, just using improper syntax. And then you have your survivor, the one that's hanging on and doing okay, but they're still hurting, and they're still having big issues that they're finding hard to get through. And that is where a lot of us that have sat on the edge of that cliff have been, and might still be. They're trying hard, and they're getting through it, but it's not great. It's not what they want. It's not how they want to be, and they might be stuck, and they need help. And the victim needs the help too. I'm not saying they don't. And then you have the thriver, and that's the one that has gone through and mitigated everything that's gone on with them, and got it to an acceptable level where they can deal with it, operate successfully. And that is ultimately where you want to end up. I'm in the thriver category. I may not have a lot of money. I may not have everything that I can't go out and donate to anybody right now because I can't do it. I've got to take care of my responsibility here. And thriving doesn't just mean money either. It means up here. How are you doing up here? And where are you at in your life? Are you able to push forward and advance your goals? And that's ultimately where you want to get to. Now, if you're sitting on the edge of that cliff, you're not in thriver mode. You might be in survivor mode, and you're not necessarily in victimhood either. And that's the complex part. Definitely not in thriver, but could be survivor, could be victim. And I've got to come up with another category for the ones that get there just because something drastic happens and it sends them off the edge. And I'm not sure what to call that one. If anybody wants to chime in with one, I'm willing to examine it. But it's not all cut and dried. The only one that's pretty much cut and dried is the thriver. And the other two, and the one that I haven't identified yet, have some work to do, and the work is able to be done. Just because life has ended the way that you saw it, or the pain that you're feeling from things that have happened or that you've done are strong and punching, it doesn't mean that it has to end. I've said it a lot, there is help out there. You just have to keep going until you find what works for you. And there is absolutely no shame in getting help, and there's no problem with switching stuff until you get to what works. You know, I said yesterday, if you go into a in-house treatment program, that you should stick with it. You should, because there's been an investment made in you, and you owe it to yourself and those that have got you in there to give it the best try you can, and take whatever tools that you can from that session, that period, and use it to move on. It might only be one thing out of 600 things tried on you in that in-house treatment, but if you can take one thing out of it and put it to use and help you, it's a success. It's not all about big successes and snapping the fingers and you're good to go. It's about the small things, you know, enjoying the sunrise, enjoying, you know, your kids or your wife's company or your husband's company. You know, you got to find the small things. I mean, even if you only enjoy it for a minute and then get frustrated and have to walk out, as long as you can celebrate the fact that you enjoyed it for a minute, you had a victory. You know, and I think that's what it comes down to. The thriver is, a lot of it is attitude, that positive attitude I keep talking about, because I dang well know it's helped me a ton. I'm going to cut it off for today and keep building on this through the next couple days. If you guys have any advice, anything to add, please leave them in the comments. I appreciate them all. And you know, the only way we're going to get everybody off the edge of that cliff is by banding together and coming up with the solutions. I can't do them all, that's for sure. I'm not that smart. But as a team, I think we can pull some people back and save some lives, save some worthy lives. And that is a driving force in my life now. And I am not perfect at it, but I'm trying, and I will not stop. So band with me and help me out. I'm going to do some push-ups and be done. But can't really see it because the sun's awful bright already, but there's the morning sky. It's pretty. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. One for the airborne ranger in the sky. One for the infantry. One for the fallen. Alright, so selfish plug. YouTube, that _push-up_ guy tough. Twitter, a guy push up. Instagram, that push up guy. Reddit's not working out too well. Facebook, Jim Tough, and 27 other Facebook groups. Still working through issues getting it in there. I don't know whether it's my phone or Facebook changed something, but it's been a struggle to get it in there. All right. Also, there's a guy named Richard. I'm going to get his name wrong. Treidhart. He's in Canada. He's a Royal Canadian Air Force guy. He's been doing push-ups for double my time. He doesn't say much, but his effort every morning is pretty good. It's pretty incredible. He knocks him out till he can't knock him out anymore. Doesn't quit. Anyway, that's the way we got to be in life. Never quit. If If you need help, seek help. Get it from friends, family, professionals. But please, do not choose suicide as a permanent solution to a temporary or permanent problem. You got this. We'll see you here tomorrow. Tough out.